All right, everybody, it's time to lay down for bed and listen to a story. It's time for The Night Chicken, and you don't want to miss that now, do you? I didn't think so. Now, if everybody is ready, let's begin. Oh, my dear dreamers, pull your blankets tight, for November nights are made of crisp silver and the quiet truth of bare branches. On the fourth night of the month, the air was so sharp it held the scent of every fallen leaf and damp stone. Shy the night chicken patrolled the perimeter with a seriousness that only the deep chill of autumn can bring. Her friend, Shorty the cat, walked beside her, his gray fur fluffed out against the cold. They were completing their loop by the old oak tree, that grand sheltering monarch of the farm, when they heard a sound. It was not the usual rustle of the night, no scurry of Skinny the raccoon, no distant howl of a coyote. This sound was small, yet profound, the gentle, mournful strumming of a tiny lute. It was Echo, the cricket, nestled deep in the gnarled root system of the ancient oak. A November lament, Shorty whispered, easing down onto a patch of dry moss. Echo always saves his deepest tunes for the turning of the year. Shy hopped onto a low, smooth root, her bright green eyes fixed on the darkness. Echo began to sing, his voice, though tiny, carrying a deep, rich sorrow on the cold air. His song was called The Thread of the Legend, and it was woven not of sadness, but of a quiet, creeping fear. The legend grows with every night. The shadow wears the suit of light. The hero name rings ever loud and draws a cold, admiring crowd. But where is the soul that started small? Does it still answer duty call? Or has the shadow grown too wide and left the gentle heart inside? Shy froze. The silver feather marking on her chest, usually a comforting flicker in the moonlight, suddenly felt heavy. It was a song about her, about the very thing she had become. She was no longer just Shy, the accidental hen. She was the night chicken, the brave, the quick, the defender who never slept. Echo's song continued, softer now, like a lullaby trying to recall a forgotten childhood tune. He sang of the danger of forgetting the why beneath the how, of replacing the self with the role. He never looked at Shy, his antennae twitching with concentration on his pine needle lute, but every note pierced the crisp night and landed squarely on her heart. Shorty stretched out a paw and nudged her feathered ankle. "He a good musician, but a terrible optimist," he murmured, understanding exactly what the cricket meant. "Don't let the moss grow over your memories, little hen." Shy watched the tiny musician finish his final sustained note, a low hum that faded into the rustle of the last few oak leaves. The silence that followed felt vast and echoing. "Thank you, Echo," Shy called softly. "That was an honest song." Echo simply tilted his head, his eyes gleaming like wet pebbles. The night needs its heroes, night chicken, but heroes need their core. Don't trade your thread for the tapestry. Shy nodded slowly, feeling the weight of the legend settle around her sleek black feathers. As she and Shorty walked back toward the welcoming shadow of the garden shed, she ran a tiny claw over the subtle crescent moon pendant tied to her leg, a small, tangible reminder of the night she became someone else. She was the night chicken, yes, but she was still Shy, the small hen who simply wouldn't let the darkness win. And in the quiet comfort of the shed, with Shorty purring a counter melody to echo warning, Shy knew the truest measure of a hero wasn't how loud the legend was, but how clearly you could still hear the whisper of your original self. Sleep now, dreamers, and remember that even the bravest hearts must pause to check their own reflection in the moonlight. That's the end of tonight's story, and now comes my favorite part. Let's close our eyes, listen to some soft music, and dream about Shy's next adventure. And while she's out there defending the night, we can sleep easy, knowing she's there, keeping us safe. Sleep tight, everyone, and don't bite any bed bugs.